It's actually brave bowling because he actually took the pace off for an offie. He actually lobbed it up and just did him. So here we go, on a hat trick. Can you believe it? It's going to be a wide. He took the gas. It could have been a feather. Imagine that fairy tale. Anwar, the new batsman, wasn't holding back though. And again, that's going to be a wide. So 8 balls become 10, and this could take a while.
Well, surely, though, you can't get bowled out. You've got to agree you can't get bowled out. So
I
that
agree
would
there.
be fatal flaw number 1.
Absolutely. Down the ground, that's a beautiful cricket shot. South Africa changing their tactics a little. Mid-off was very wide, almost an extra cover.
Well, they've gone 3 players on the leg side here. We've only seen that in the recent games, but here we see these 2 wickets. Big 2 wickets. That first ball was short leg side boundary.
Good bowling. He's going to get a dot.
You don't want to be bowling wides here because Elway's now bowling the 10th ball of the over.
Fatigue becomes a factor. This one is going to go over cover for 6. A beautiful cricket stroke. He got it on the full and gave it the treatment. So these are the drop catches from the last time the South Africans were on the park. That one should have been taken. This one's a toughie, in all due respect. That one, there was a lot of almost ones. So Dry's the man. Cornet Dry. That's a cut shot all the way for 6. You can't give these boys width.
It doesn't matter how quickly you bowl. If you bowl short and wide and swinging away, that's 407 sixes for the tournament, Ryan. How many are we going to end up after this game?
Well, Charlie Burke told us 220 was the last 2012, so obviously in 5 years he didn't include GST. The boys have got bigger, stronger, and the bats are massive. That's going to be played away on the offside, nice and gently for... This time he's down the ground and we've nearly lost an umpire because that was hit at pace. Tabarakdar, the umpire, did very well to clear the head there because that is on target.
He nearly went the wrong way too.
That sliced away on the offside, and that's going to be 4 more. It's a good over so far for Pakistan.
And the best thing about it for them is it's been pretty safe. Play good shots. Just know they lose another wicket here, and it's starting to get a little bit difficult. There's enough time just to play these good shots and go hard at the end.
Very hard to defend a cricket ground with only 4 fielders. That's a do. That's a better length. Right on the money. You'll only get a single.
Well, he's gone for 19 here, and he's still got 3 balls to go.
There's lots of goings on in the crowd, that's for sure. That's down the ground as well. Hit very hard, and that's another boundary.
See, you only have to miss your length by a smidgen, and the difference between a single off the last ball and that being smacked back past him for 4.
Ahmad's 26 from 7, Anwar 14 from 4. That's short down the leg side and got the treatment. 4 more.
Well, the elation of the last over.
That's down the ground. He's a chance and he's out. There's your 3rd wicket. And thank you. He loves the celebration. Does Cornet dry, and Saralui.
What's going on here with these celebrations?
Down the ground, didn't get the elevation, straight to him, and I'm going to go as far as saying he doesn't quite have the rhythm on the dance floor that's required. They're having a good time here at the KCC, and that little fella is probably watching his team go very well. That's him when he's bowling. He's pretty happy with himself and for the team. Oh no, Swainpole. Swainpole bowling his leg spin from the long end, what we would say. The kids are having a good time. And the dance moves are aplenty. Oh, they're loving it here at the Kowloon Cricket Club.
Just needs to finish off with a send-off and
down the ground. That's going to be a wide. He just didn't get that one right. And the MCC lads are earning a well-earned drink. But outside edge is going to go away for 4. He lost his length, his line, and through all this, Hamad has got to retire. He's been the constant at one end for Pakistan.
well, that's what we spoke about, Ryan. You've got to have someone in the shed just to come back at the end. Just a bit of that safety net, don't you? So the new batsman can keep going.
So it's Mohammad Sami, who's bowled absolute gas in this competition. Glad we don't have the speed gun on him because he's going at about a 140, 145. First ball, he's whipping it away down to fine leg for a boundary. So they're still coming hard, the Pakistani lads.
Tell you what, we've got a fantastic crowd in here today. The place is humming at the moment, Ryan.
I can feel the excitement up here, Buck. I've never seen you with a bigger smile on your face. Straight, that could be a chance, and that's definitely out. It pretty much sniffed him up. Have a look at that for bowling.
Well,
That is brilliant.
Hamad has come back.
Their tactic is just to get Leda Hamad do all the batting. That's a head high fully and dealt with. And it's going to be a no ball as well. This one's high in the air and it's going to go a long way. A big one down the ground for 6.
The momentum of this game just changes so quickly.
There's a story in every over, that's for sure. And that's hoiked away as well, and it's going to go for 4. You start the over well, you get a wicket, and you still go for plenty.
Well, a great little finish to the over there for Pakistan. And as we see this crowd, as I said, it is humming. People have been having such a great.
So here it is, over number 4. Hamad is on strike. He's come back in. Adams, Chris Rogers' boy, is back on, and he goes for 6 first up.
He's on fire. 37 off 10.
That's better bowling, right up in the block hole, but still it goes for 4. You're pretty happy.
Well, I mean, this is brilliant batting. South Africa either have to get him off strike or...
This time it's up in the air, and you guessed it, he's in massive trouble, and they've lost 5. Hamed is out. South Africa have grabbed their fifth. Sohail is going to bat solo.
Well, there's 13 balls to go here, Ryan. They can't lose another wicket. That's it. You can't get bowled out in sixes, can you?
Well, you can. That's a bit circumspect, which you can understand.
Well, they have to find a way to 120 here, don't they? Or maybe even less with their bowlers.
Let's not forget they got guys who bowl gas.
Yeah. Maybe a couple of slips in the gully.
He's loving it, that bloke out there. So if you had just joined us and you don't quite know the rules, last man stands. So this bloke can bat on his own as long as he stays in. And he's pumped that down the ground for 6. Sohail going solo.
It's good to see he's just holding back a little bit here, right?
Well, that was actually a proper cricket shot there, down the ground. Absolutely, just bat on your own. Get everyone to run them for you. Oi, there's one that just slides. Adams, can he get the final wicket? It's up in the air. There's a little bit of a sniff, but no, it's going to run away, is it? Yes, it is. 4 runs.
What in the sixes competition, but the South Africans have led the way in the field. They have dropped a couple of catches, but look at this, going all the way straight into the camera.
So here we go, last ball of the over, and that's going to go away as well for 6. No problem whatsoever. And Sohail is having a good time. Just lingered onto the leg stump and he paid the price. Last over underway, and the first ball is going to be misfielded for 4. That doesn't help.
I just talked up their fielding, didn't I, Ryan? Just let that one nutmeg him.
We've got a few blokes today, don't worry about that. The old commentator's curse. That should be fielded. Again, it's the low full toss, and it just doesn't quite carry to the man at cow corner.
Few Bronx.
Again, that's perfect length from Nokolo. Well, 115 on the board. They've got him, and they're going to add to it here because that's going to go all the way.
Got out, then you think South Africa would have canted home. Sohail's played unbelievably, particularly thinking he's more of a...
They're playing the drums and having a good time, don't worry about that.
He's more of a bowler, isn't he, really?
That's a wide. This one is out to the band of the boundary, and he's out. They're bowled out in the final over with 4 balls.